university, and in fact just in our everyday, we are always learning. This video from us at the Academic Skills Centre explores what learning involves and how might we learn most effectively. The act of learning can mean so many different things, and the way in which we all learn best will likely be very varied too. Learning might mean being able to recall and memorise something, or perhaps involve developing a skill. We may also simply subconsciously and instinctively learn things. Or we may learn through practical application, or through experimenting and creating new things, or perhaps through our interactions with others and by reflecting on our experiences. But what might help us learn? Well, we could begin by considering how we might approach our learning. What kind of mindset might help us? You may have heard of the idea of a growth mindset. Rather than having a fixed mindset where you might think things like, oh, I'll never be any good at X, Y, or Z, a growth mindset means understanding that learning can be grown and nurtured through practice, experience, and dedication, no matter how difficult you may find something. When met with a challenge, you could see it as an opportunity to learn. When you receive feedback, rather than view this as criticism, it can instead be positively used as something to help you develop. Curiosity is also known to play a key role in learning. This means being open to new ideas, possibilities, and opinions. Learning tends to be most effective when you actively, rather than passively, engage with ideas. Therefore, why not ask questions? This might mean having a discussion or a debate about a topic or issue. This might be with friends, family, classmates, and tutors. You could ask yourself and others, do you agree or disagree? Why? How do you know that? Learning might often feel like hard work, and that is a good sign, because your brain is having to work hard and form new connections when you learn. To make these new connections, you need to help your brain take notice. Consider when you're doing something very familiar, like brushing your teeth or taking your daily journey home. Have you ever found that it's so familiar you don't even remember doing it? If you want to remember and learn something, you need to engage with it in new and different ways. When studying, this might mean doing something new with information, such as turning your notes into visual diagrams or explaining your ideas out loud. And the more ways you engage with your learning, the stronger these new connections in your brain may become too. This is known as the distributed practice effect. Consider your brain to be like a muscle which you can strengthen over time. You need to use and practice your learning in order to retain it. Therefore, when trying to learn something, start as early as you can. Continue to re-engage with it regularly in different ways over time. This might be through listening, talking, reading, writing, practicing, and applying it. Learning can also often be enhanced through social interaction and support. During your studies, this may be enabled already through class discussions, group work, or peer study sessions. However, you can also proactively support each other in a number of ways, such as walking and talking with others about what you're studying, ask questions, and debating topics. You may have a friend who you could work alongside quietly to help motivate each other. When revising, you may find it useful to try and explain or teach topics to each other. Teaching others is a really useful strategy for revision, known as the Feynman technique. Experiencing things, and most crucially reflecting on those experiences, as Gibbs suggests, is a vital part of learning. There will inevitably be times during our studies, and of course in life, when things don't work as well as we might have hoped. However, they still offer us an opportunity to learn. To help us reflect on an experience, Rolf et al. Encourage us to ask 3 simple questions. What happened? So what? i.e., what does this mean? And now what? What do I need to do differently or to improve for next time? When you next see an opportunity to learn from an experience or situation, why not begin with these 3 questions? Most importantly, underpinning all learning is ensuring that you're looking after your health and well-being. Every aspect of learning will be so much easier if you're feeling healthy and relaxed. Some key things to help include developing a routine to create a structured study pattern, get you into healthy habits, and ensure your sleeping pattern is regular too. Eat and drink well, particularly lots of water. Exercise regularly, which should also help you to sleep well. Connect with others. Sharing your experiences, questions and concerns with others will help you to feel supported, and learning from different people with diverse experiences and backgrounds is one of the great joys of being at university. And of course, don't hesitate to seek support from wellbeing and wider services whenever you need. For each of us, there are likely to be certain kinds of environments, strategies and tools that suit and best help us to learn, and these will probably be different for everyone. It's worth reflecting on what works best for you, and this may take a little while to work out as you try different strategies. The kinds of things you might consider include: when do you work best? For example, have you noticed you find studying easier in the morning, afternoon or evening? Could you try and use your optimum time to do the most challenging tasks? Where do you learn best? Do you like to work on campus, at home or elsewhere? You can perhaps explore the university's many different study spaces to see what suits you. Do you prefer silence or background sound? What strategies help you best remember things? Have you noticed particular study and revision techniques work well for you, such as talking to others, or writing your ideas down, visualizing them, or something else? If you're not sure, try different techniques to see what works. Usually a combination is most effective. Do you like studying alone or with others? Would you benefit working alongside others for motivation and support, or do you find this too distracting? Perhaps occasional study meetups with others will help give you a focus. What format do you prefer? Do you find it easier to read digital or physical materials? Are there any tools or resources you find particularly helpful when studying? For example, would a digital note-taking tool like OneNote be useful? Would a tool such as EndNote help you to keep track of your references? Although it's not possible to always create an ideal learning environment, being aware of what suits you best and maximising this wherever possible can definitely help the effectiveness and efficiency of your learning. Finally, developing the habit and enjoyment of learning is so important throughout our lives, and of course doesn't just relate to studying. Learning can take place every day. So why not listen to the radio or podcasts to learn about new topics? Ask people questions and find out about their lives. Read widely as a gateway into different worlds. And try new or continue your hobbies. Committing to something, and most importantly enjoying it, can only help our learning. To help you further with your learning strategies, the Academic Skills Centre can support you with a wide range of study skills. Visit our website to book a one-to-one confidential appointment with a friendly skills advisor, or discover upcoming workshops, drop-ins, maths and statistics support, or explore our online resources via the Academic Skills Gateway. We hope to see you soon.